Hello everyone, and welcome to my Coronation Street official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Pictures from Coronation Street seal Joel's demise while Dee panics over shocking new information. According to recent Coronation Street images, Dee Bailey appears to have found new proof, suggesting that Joel Deering may finally get his comeuppance. Since earlier this year, when evil Joel groomed and attacked Lauren Bolton, DS Lisa Swain has been desperate to link him to the crime. Sadly, Joel has gotten away with his acts thus far, which included drugging Lauren in an effort to harm their unborn child, because there isn't enough proof. Even after the CPS closed Joel's case, Lisa continued to work with Dee to try to find a method to bring Joel down. Following further testing, Lisa disclosed that Dee had obtained Joel's former work phone and that they had discovered some texts to another young lady named Ellie. It will be evident to viewers that Ellie was also being groomed by Joel and had earlier told Bethany Platt false information regarding Nathan Curtis's role in Lauren's abduction. In an effort to knock Joel down even further, Dee and Lisa are also planning to track down the package that Joel sent Lauren in order to trigger an early labor. These don't appear to be the only leads they plan to pursue either. Dee can be seen in recent photos exploring an abandoned car outside the ruins of an ancient building. Could Joel be involved in this somehow? Has he purposefully concealed the car knowing that doing so would result in his death? In Coronation Street, a former character reappears to finally bring Joel to an end. Next week, a mysterious visitor to Coronation Street appears to have sealed Joel Deering's doom for good. DS Lisa Swain, Lauren Bolton, and Dee Bailey have made it their mission to attempt and bring down the evil solicitor who has manipulated and molested young children after he was released without prosecution last month. In scenes that will premiere on Monday, a historical figure comes forward, leading to a significant development in the case. After her son Frankie was born prematurely last month, Lauren was at the hospital keeping vigil at his bedside when a mystery person showed up and said they might be able to stop Joel. When damning texts between Joel and a lady named Ellie were found on his former work phone, that is when they arrived. Viewers witnessed Dee receiving the gadget last week from an irate receptionist while she visited Joel's former workplace, Walcott's. The texts between Joel and Ellie were later discovered by DS Swain after the phone was examined by an IT contact who owed her a favor. Ellie was subsequently located with Craig Tinker's assistance, but she refused to speak with DS Swain about her encounter with Joel. After that, Dee told Daniel Osborne about it, and he promised to contact Nikki Wheatley, Ellie's ex-girlfriend, to ask her to attempt to get her to speak. Has Ellie come forward? Next week, Lisa and Dee will also make progress in their search for proof connecting Joel to the medications he used to induce an abortion on Lauren, which caused her to go into premature labor. They discover the restaurant van has a dash cam and watch the video in an attempt to identify the business who sent Joel the package containing the drugs. When they learn that the package came from a for-profit medical facility, Lisa contacts them to give them the sender's information, and they learn something shocking. These scenes from Coronation Street will premiere on ITV1 and ITVX on Monday, September 16th at 8 p.m. Send us an email at soaps@metro.co.uk if you have any soap opera or TV story ideas, images, or videos. We would be happy to hear from you. Comment below to become a part of the community and visit our site to get the latest news on soap operas. Joel's sins are exposed by Dee Bailey? In tonight's 8 p.m. episode of Coronation Street, Dee Bailey and Lisa search for proof of Joel's guilt. See the complete listings in our TV guide. After calling Sabrina to the precinct, Betsy acknowledges that she has done something truly horrible. Dee Bailey and Lisa find the dashcam-equipped bistro van and watch the video in an attempt to identify the business that delivered Joel the package with the abortion-inducing medications. Lisa contacts the private health facility she discovered the package was from in order to get the sender's information. Has Joel's previous package turned into fresh proof? Doran receives a video call from Tyrone and the girls, but Alina immediately terminates it and says that Doran is furious. Fizz claims that if she had known this would happen, she would never have returned Alina's passport. When they learn that Alina has heard every word on the phone, they are shocked. Will she finally give up over this? While having breakfast at the cafe with Max, Lauren gets a call from the hospital requesting her to attend as soon as possible. Fearful Lauren is informed by the hospital's doctor that Frankie had a seizure and has been taken for a scan. Billy is urged by Summer to work things out with Bernie regarding Paul's funeral, but what will he do when Bernie says that Paul wasn't religious? After a fruitless shopping trip, Bethany returns and says she tried on a bunch of swimsuits, but they made her look chubby. Subsequently, Daisy tells Ryan, who is dissatisfied, that she is watching Birdie while Daniel drives Bethany to the airport. Spoilers for Coronation Street. Joel is afraid Roy could be hurt, and Bethany has some shocking news. The drama on Coronation Street is about to get even more intense as Joel Deering's actions put Roy Cropper in jeopardy and Bethany Platt receives news that will change her life after she is left fighting for her life. Joel, to start, tells his ex-fiancée Dee Dee Bailey at the beginning of the week that he still loves her and that the wedding rings serve as a reminder of everything he has lost. Ed and Ronnie intervene as Dee Dee flinches. Will they enforce the law on their own? On his way to a train fare, Roy stops by the hospital to see how Lauren Bolton is doing. When Roy sees Lauren, she is crying and telling him that her infant son Frankie is getting scanned to see if he has any brain damage. Later, Lauren tells Dee Dee that she has been tracking Joel using a tracker app and that he has spent a lot of time at an industrial park and a field. To top it all off, he has placed £5,000 into her account without giving any reason. What is Joel getting himself into? Dee Dee informs Ed and Ronnie at the end of the week that today ought to have been her wedding day. Joel opens a notepad and composes a letter while by himself in his apartment. Joel discovers Roy by himself, staggers into the cafe, obviously intoxicated, and locks the door behind him while holding a bottle of whiskey. Roy, is he in danger? In another instance, Carla Connor implies that Daniel Osborne and Daisy Midgley might reconcile now that Bethany Platt is no longer a hindrance, to which Sarah Barlow responds dismissively. Daniel answers a call from a Turkish number after getting back from his visit with Daisy. Daniel informs Sarah shortly after that Bethany is in critical condition and that they must go for Turkey right away. But as Sarah hurriedly packs her suitcase for Turkey, she realizes her passport is about to expire. Daniel not only alerts Sarah to the seriousness of Bethany's condition but also lets her know that she won't be able to leave the country until her medical fees are paid because of problems with her travel insurance. Sarah gets some news that will change Bethany's life as she begins to recover consciousness. Daniel then comes up with an idea to create a crowdfunding campaign in order to raise the £25,000 needed to cover Bethany's medical expenses after confiding in Daisy. When Sarah discovers Bethany in a bad state, gasping for air, things go worse for Bethany. Dylan Wilson, in the meantime, begs Betsy Swain to confess to placing the purse on Mason Radcliffe, but she declines. When Dylan gets home, he tells Sean Tully that Betsy, not Mason, stole the customer's pocketbook. Will Betsy tell the truth at last? Later, as Mason appears, Betsy, Dylan, and Liam Connor talk about the news of his release. Mason is pinned against the wall by Gary Windass, who charges in after receiving a message from Liam, until Stu Carpenter shows up and removes Gary. Mason receives an apology from Stu for not believing